Hi there. I want to briefly discuss my favorite practice in modern video game modding, which is taking original game textures and then upscaling them, then working out the imperfections and then re-releasing them back to be put into the game. I truly believe that this is the middle ground between up-resing games to look good in modern resolutions while retaining that vanilla art whenever possible. So I'm going to try to run through a few quick versions. I've got several packs like this installed in different games. It's such an improvement compared to what I would almost call the Nightmare era, where whether it was an official release or a fan pack, it would radically alter the art style. And if you want a really profound example of this, Halo 1 Anniversary, they ruined that campaign. It's crazy how bad it is, honestly. It should be studied. So Half-Life 1 has a great one if you're using the Zash 3D engine. They really worked out those imperfections and it looks incredible. Get a mod that cleans up the audio like I have here, and you should still play stuff like Black Mesa, but if you want this original game looking damn good, look up the Resource Texture Pack. It's incredible. There's a great one for Half-Life 2. I'm not going to show it off because the game seems to like to lock up while being recorded. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Return to Castle Wolfenstein's another great one. This game's hard as nails. I think visually it had not aged very well, but given those textures a little mirror sheen, really makes a difference in the visual quality. Show off a brief snippet of the second level here. Oh yeah. It feels way less like I'm in a gray, untextured rock, and more like I'm in a castle. God, it helps the visual quality. That looks so good. Another fun one that I'm sure took a million hours to do, and I'm so impressed that they even pulled it off, is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. There's a great project called the Rosa Evolved Textures that, by this point, I believe has gone through every single texture in this massive game world and done a proper vanilla upscale. And I mean, they look so good that it's the kind of thing where when I first got them, I just ended up walking around in my first person mod, just looking at everything. I'm being stunned at all the detail that they managed to return to the world. Because, compressing this bad boy, this giant game world to fit on a PS2 disc was a feat of technology. So, textures took a big ass hit. I'm going to take that off because of the hat. But, I mean, the raw quality of every wall, grate, door. Normally, the normal one comes with the guns. I have a fan pack with different guns. The cars have the vanilla upscale thing going on. Every single model in the game. Are you shooting me?
Cover me. Boy, to hell. Don't let him move. You get
Original Deus Ex is another one. Make sure I got my settings here aren't crazy. You can now play this thing in DirectX 11 with completely upscaled vanilla textures. I also have a pack for the models. I know some people probably won't want to change those. It's a personal preference issue. Quickly show this off. I haven't updated reshade in all my games. It might make things run a little unpleasantly here, but I'm just quickly going to show off. There's just something about adding that level of detail to where you can just really look at everything. And
what's your take on the situation?
The bots have...
How'd they get one of our agents?
though, you know, this might be my setup that has a different texture pack and not the upscales. I'm not 100% sure. Did the game not quit? I still hear the dock audio in my ear. Okay, that was strange. Another good one, very fond of it, is Max Payne 1. Now, you have to do some other fixes to get this bad boy running. Unfortunately, turn of the century PC ports, I would say from 2000 to about 2004 or 5, are notoriously freaking messy. Okay, let's turn off all the mods. Like, for instance, out of the box, this game has no audio. That got broke on the Steam version years ago. So, look up the all-in-one fix or whatever the popular fix is now, and then get this texture pack. Actually, let's load the tutorial. That'll have it. Fortunately, because Max Payne is such an old game, it will take a second to load in. I really wish the first game wasn't so difficult. I'm really good at the second one. The increased bullet reactivity and the better bullet time really made a difference in how I can play it. One is quite hard. Unfortunately, 2 does not have upscale textures yet. I'm assuming at some point some lovely fan will pump them out. But I mean, just look at like the V tag. Once again, it gives it such a sense of place to see all that detail that would have just been unholy blurs before, you know? Even the bullet decals have been upscaled. Very cool stuff. Have any others? Oh, okay. This is probably the most interesting example of this. So pre-rendered backgrounds really do not look good outside of the CRTs they were intended for, at least back in like the PlayStation 1 era, I should say. So if you pump these into your basic emulator, it would look terrible at high resolutions, and there was no easy way around it. So these fan projects that have taken the old Resident Evil games and souped them up to work in the modern era, God, what a blessing. There's now one of these for 1, 2, and 3, the original versions. Well, it looks like I need to fix up my aliasing through NVIDIA again, but I mean, the quality of those fucking background arts. I was in awe the first day I especially played this one, because this was my first interaction with the series as a 6, 7-year-old boy. I never thought I would see these things with such clarity, and it really looks beautiful. You know, every door, every wall, every skin for you, the monsters, the gear, you know, the inventory items that are in the menus, everything has been upscaled. God bless them, it must have taken so much work. and I've been playing this some. I've got a great one for Classic Unreal Tournament, and unfortunately the one that changes the weapon models is a mutator and not a normal injected mod, so it can only be played in instant action. But another case of, I think textures from this era really lend themselves to being upscaled well because they were very artistically well designed. They were just low res. Okay, get out of my way, Reshade. Having to guess on what I'm clicking on. Okay, I need a vanilla map to show this off properly. Okay, looks like I got all of that like I want it. Nine bots. And actually, I'll just fly around because you can do that before the match starts. Oh. It's funny, when I was a kid, I remember looking out on this map would sometimes like give me a sense of vertigo and like, holy crap, you know, that world, we're spinning around on this asteroid. Playing it with this upscale mod was the first time I felt that feeling as an adult, because I'll revisit this game every once in a while. I'm very fond of it. It's like, oh yeah, we're on this weird little asteroid floating above the Earth, and that's what that felt like, huh? So yeah, this has the upscale player models now, the upscale weapon models.
I'm hit.
Looks so damn good. I mean, this came out in 1999. It's ancient.
First blood.
That is one of the best announcers ever. And I mean, I love my Halo, but
Incoming.
so high resolution. They did such a good job.
I'm under heavy attack. I'm in position.
Ooh, 5 health.
I need some backup.
Okay, I'm sure I have a few more hiding on here that I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but that kind of is a good little display of what I wanted to talk about. If a game has properly developed upscale textures, or if fans have, I really recommend checking them out. When they're done right, you're getting a high resolution experience without meddling with that beautiful art. So that's all. Thank you for watching.